Hi, I'm Shannon. I'm just about to head off on a bike trip from Southshore to Greymouth. I'll show you here. I don't know how much you can see on this screen. So I'm leaving from here, and then hopefully in about 3 days time I'll be up on the other coast. So I've been waiting for the best part of 2 weeks for the weather to be fine on both sides of the coast. The killer point is going to be around here at the end of today or sometime tomorrow as I get close to Arthur's Pass. And yeah, so the weather is gorgeous and should be a great trip. So we'll see how it goes. I'm about 1 kilometre away from Sheffield. The trip so far has been quite easy going, but I'm starting to run out of steam about now. It's 1:45, so I will make some sandwiches and I think I'll reach Sheffield probably in the next hour or two. But it's been pretty uneventful so far. And so I have arrived at Sheffield with a compulsory pie, and it is butter chicken and looks delicious. It is about 1:30 and I should reach Springfield in about an hour. Anyway, the weather has been lovely and this is just really nice trip so far. I've arrived at Springfield. It's about 3 o'clock. I was thinking about staying at the camping ground here, but the steepest bit of the whole trip is in about 15 kilometres, and it's quite short. So I think I might have a bit of a rest now, have an ice cream already, and have a go at the steepest part if I'm feeling up to it in about half an hour. And maybe I will just find a place to put up a tent just before Castle Hill. I'm just about at the really steep bit that I was really worried about just before Castle Hill. It's actually not too bad so far, and probably in about half an hour I'll be ready to start looking for a tent site. So hopefully I can still make it to there's a lake in about 15 minutes from here. I'm not too sure. And so there's these funny little huts here. Haven't been inside, and like they were good emergency shelter for something, and used for shooting practice by the look of it. Little fireplace, nice. Don't think I'd want to stay here though. Good fish. Anyway, lots and lots and lots of sandflies. I'm just trying to keep moving on. It seems that sandflies can walk, they can fly at around 8 kilometers an hour. If I go any faster than that, I don't seem to have any problems. So anyway, I'll keep moving on. Okay, so it's really steep here. Hopefully it doesn't carry on too much longer like this. Yes, it's very tiring, but the view here is spectacular. It's really good. So hopefully another 15 minutes will solve this. Oh my god, it's so steep. I failed in that I've spent the last 15 minutes pushing my bike. I think that there is the saddle, that's the top, I'm hoping. So it's 5 to 6 now. I think I can make it. Yeah, it's time for me to start looking for a place to put a tent. But oh my goodness, it's so steep. But very pretty. There's the top up there. If I look over the side. Looks amazing down here. Looks great. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to find a place to sleep down here. Anyway, not far to go. Oh my god, 6:25 and I'm at the top of the saddle, and this is at 950 meters, and I started at sea level this morning, so that's pretty good. And now it's going to go downhill really fast. Happy days. Well, I'm looking for a place to put a tent now. So just off the top here, there's this little really steep track going down, but about 20 meters from the top, I can see a relatively flat site. So I'm going to go down there. No one will be able to see me. So I'm going to set up tent there now. Here's my campsite for tonight. It's going to be okay. I can't think of the worst places to be. Actually, it's a pretty good view from here. Unfortunately, I've come down about 50 metres down this hill. I'm going to have to carry bags up separately. It was pretty steep. Oh well, that's what it is. Camp set up. It is 6:45. I'm really ready for some food. And check out my view. How is that to wake up to? So yeah, I've got to push the bike up 40 metres or so up to the road. Nobody can see me down here. Should be a good night's sleep. So, hooray! Day 1. Nice view from out of my tent, and I am just about ready to collapse. I'm going to have some chicken sandwiches for dinner, and then I think I might just sleep. Just about ready to go to bed, but just had something quite weird that's just happened here. So I have set up my tent about 40 metres away from the road, and it's down a steep bank, and I've found a flat spot that I thought was completely out of sight. So I could hear a couple of guys talking quite loudly. Clearly they don't like Jono. They've got very little to say that's good about Jono. Not too sure who he is. They use lots of very bad language. And after about 15 minutes, there were some very large projectiles that were getting lobbed at the tent. So there were half a dozen of them. Some of them that were very, very close, quite large, big rocks. And so I stood up out of the tent just so that they could see somebody was in the tent. And one of them immediately apologized and said, "Oh, sorry, I thought it was somebody planting dope." So I don't know what the normal thing to do is for dope growers, but apparently around here they use bright orange tents. So, lesson learned. Next time, don't bring a bright orange tent. It's 6:30. I'm just about ready to start picking up now and having a bite to eat. It was a terrible, terrible night. The site is a bit too much on a slope and I kept slipping down one side of the tent. And great big gusts of wind and lots of traffic noise. And yeah. Anyway, I will head off soon and hopefully I'll be at Castle Hill by about 8 or 9 o'clock. Just about to leave. There's quite a wind blowing. I'm not too sure. I think it's a bit of a headwind. But this is what I've got to wake to this morning. This is my camping site, which is quite lovely. So I'll head off, just pack down the tent and I'll be gone probably in 10 minutes. But headwind, but it will be hopefully downhill for the next half an hour, so that will help a bit. It's taken me the best part of 15 minutes just to get the bike up the road. It's just so steep. I'll do that again next time. Anyway, it's really cold. The wind's coming straight off the snow there. So complete contrast to this. It's just beautiful around here. Really, really nice. It is 10 past 8 and I'm still hoping that I can get to Castle Hill by 9 o'clock. So I'm now at Castle Hill. It is 8:45. It's been some very speedy bits in the last hour or so. And it's a completely different day than it was an hour ago. There's not a breath of wind. It's really hot again. And it's pretty much time to sunblock. All going so well so far. I've reached Lake Pearson. It is nearly 11 o'clock. That's going okay, but it's absolutely stunning here. Really, really beautiful. Surrounded by mountains all the way around. It's very, very nice here. So I think I've got another 40 kilometres or so to get to Arthur's Pass, but it's going to be very, very steep, so better get going. Apparently I am 20 kilometres away from Arthur's Pass. I think the steepest part is yet to come. It is 10 minutes to 12. The view here is spectacular. It's really, really good. It's been a beautiful ride. Yeah, it's going to be a good 3 hours of hard slog uphill. I'm about halfway between Cass and Arthur's Pass. I've had a funny little settlement. I think it's Beeley. Yeah, the really strong winds making things really, really difficult. It's quite a bit uphill. I think I've got about 12 or 15 kilometres to go. I am 11 kilometres away from Arthur's Pass. I've just stopped at the tavern at Beeley and the food was fantastic. It was really cheap, there was lots of it, very friendly. Yeah, it was great. So here we are at the moment. I'm expecting the last 11 kilometres here to be very steep, but at this stage I could still push the bike the whole way and get there in time, so that's quite good. I've still got a really, really strong headwind. I am 6 kilometres an hour away from Arthur's Pass, so it's not going to take too much longer. I still think there is a very steep part in that, so it could be still a little bit tough, but 6 kilometres isn't very far at all, so that's all fine. And this is 6 kilometres out from Arthur's Pass. Very nice. Oh my god, the last 20 kilometres have been absolutely brutal. There's been an unrelenting headwind that must be 40 or 50 kilometres an hour. I've just found a little quiet spot here. I thought that getting to Arthur's Pass, the biggest problem was going to be the hills. Turns out it was the wind, and this is a very good sign. It's 3:30 and I have arrived at Arthur's Pass. And it's gorgeous here. I'm just about to go in and check to see if there's somewhere I can put up a tent. But it's, yeah, the day couldn't have been better, other than that outrageously awful headwind. And this is going to be my campsite tonight, which is much better. I've been warned not to leave the tent or the bike unattended at any time because the keys will steal bits off everything. So, awesome. It's 10 to 7. I'm just packing up now to leave. Last night was pretty good. We had some keys come through trying to take bits off the tent about 4 o'clock. Trains came past, it seems about every hour, and that great big pile of rocks there. Well, the trains are on this side of those rocks. Very pretty here though, extremely humid night. Everything in the tent, inside the tent as well, sleeping bag, everything's saturated. So I will be leaving in about 15 minutes, I hope, and so many sandflies. Yep, not bad. I've got a cold train coming through now, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locos pulling the train. Amazing, and you could see that they're all actually operating all at the same time. So that must be one hell of a steep hill for all that coal. Well, I'm just heading off now. It is 7:15 and I'm heading up, I think about another 50 or 100 metres, and then I'll be down the Terra Gorge. Oh my goodness, the sand flies. And 107 kilometres to go today. 700 metres up, 1,500 metres down. So let's see how that works. It's 5 to 8, and in the background we've got, that's a memorial to Arthur. Like, even on the other side I've missed his name. Arthur though, and so I can only assume, looking for the way that this is, we can't see over the hill here, but you'll see around the corner, that this is all downhill from here. And sorry about the hums. Oh my god, I've never been down such a steep bit of road before, and it's going on yet. It's really steep. The brakes were on full nearly the whole time, and fortunately you could not see the panicked look on my face. it was extremely exhilarating. But halfway down this really terrible bit, and then we'll hopefully be in Greymouth tonight. Just stopped at a terra for a cup of coffee. They don't appear to be open, but very interesting place here. And oh my god, the ride down here has been so incredibly fast. It's been the best half an hour. It's made all the uphills so far worthwhile. It's been really good. I'm just really impressed that my brakes have been up to the task. I'm halfway between Aikens and Jackson's. It is 9 o'clock. Travelling's been exceptionally fast at the moment. It's beautiful out here. Weather forecast says that it's going to be a whopping great headwind kicking up in the next hour or so. So I'm trying to get up as many Ks as I can before that happens. But it's been spectacular. Well, I was just forced off the road by somebody that overtook directly into me. Well, quite remarkable. They were very committed to staying on their side of the road, and they're gone, no side in the middle. It's 20 to 10. The wind has kicked up exactly like it said that I was going to. It is pretty sheltered right here. That is a very good sign. I don't know if you can see it. Greymouth 67. So we're going to go and pass Moana. Oh my god, this is the most beautiful lake. I'm still about 20 kilometres away from Moana, just after 10 o'clock. It's a lovely spot, really nice. Before I could see some fish jumping out of the lake. It's 10 past 12 now, and I've just reached Moana. The really strong headwind hasn't really kicked in, and I'm looking forward to grabbing some chips and a pie. I'm at the Brunner Historic Mine. I am 10 kilometres away from Greymouth now, and it is 5 to 3. It's a pretty interesting place here. And through here, well, it's very fancy, but I don't feel like going down there because I'm tired enough as it is. Very interesting. It's 5 to 4, and I have just arrived at Greymouth now. So now I get to go and find a place to stay, and it's been a fantastic ride. The last 5 kilometres has been quite difficult. Fantastic. So I have found a place at Noah's Backpackers, and I have the most spectacular room. I have the giraffe room, and it has fantastic, see, come to the giraffe, holding my towels, and has a spectacular view over the city, and it's really close to everything, and it's really good. So I'm very happy, and $74. Well, I was just talking with the owners, and the place actually was a convent. There was a Catholic church next door that fell down. So clearly the nuns had quite a nice place to live.